Good morning, everybody. Oh, not morning where you're at? That's okay, because you can have eggs for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Welcome to Three Eggs Are Better Than One. I am Brian Teremza, and I am alone. Yes, so this week, Brad is still out, and Matt has decided to take a vacation, because Matt always takes vacations. That's what he does. So as the lone egg this week, I thought it would be fun to give you a little bit of a best of. I mean, we've done enough episodes now. You guys have seen the show. You know what we like here. So I thought it'd be fun to throw a little bit together of some of our best clips from our YouTube, some shorts. Go over there and enjoy the YouTube. Give some reviews, rates 5 stars. We enjoy that stuff. Interact with us there. But we thought we'd make a fun clip show after 70 episodes. I guess everybody does this after a while, so we figured we'd hop on that trend too. So hope you enjoy some clips.
Matt, you got everything nice and clean in there. And I'm glad you have a light that lights up. But you know what's still not done at my house? There's still a hole in my roof. Now, when did this happen? When did the tree go through my house? That was June, late June 2025. Still not fixed. Fought with the insurance company for almost 4 months. Finally got it settled. And by the time it got settled, guess what happened? It got cold. And the guys that we have coming to fix the house said we really need it to be above 50 degrees so that nothing cracks. The stuff will crack. And I said, fine. Fine. One good thing about being in the Northeast or Philadelphia, which isn't Pittsburgh, which isn't like Minnesota, it does. We do get some like times like this. The last 2 days have been warm, 50 degrees. So I said, hey, I text the guy. I say, great news. Wednesday and Thursday this week are going to be 50 degrees, 40. He said 45. Give me a couple good days and we'll get it done. You know what he does? You know what he says to me? Yeah, Brad, it really needs to be consistently 40 to 50 degrees, like night and day. I go, that is not the way you explained it to
Okay,
me.
so we're waiting until fucking April then.
And I said, and then he says, we only have a few more weeks to wait. I'm like, a few more weeks. So this is 3 days ago. So as we record this right now, it is January 8th. 3 days ago was January 5th. 3 weeks from then is January 26th. I don't know about you and your part of the world, but January 26th here is still pretty fucking cold. Okay, so no, 3 weeks is not the answer. The answer is 12 weeks. Okay,
What
you're
is he?
talking,
What is he talking about? I'm
you're
so mad
talking
right now.
late February, early March. And you know what? Just say it then, because I don't want it to break. Honest to God, I don't want it to break. It sucks that we drag your. Well, I didn't drag my feet, but that the feet got dragged because of the insurance company. It sucks, but nothing's wrong with the house. I just don't want a hole in it anymore. Like it's patched up for now. Like it's gonna make it through, but I would have liked to have it handled. So I'm in the backyard staring at this thing, and that's not the only thing I'm staring at. I'm staring at my backyard, which looks completely like shit. And because you know what? I haven't done a damn thing really back there because of this roof situation, and I had a bunch of broken like tables and chairs and stuff like that, and I had to keep it there for the insurance company reason because they had to continue. I had to have it. The pictures aren't good enough. They want to come look at it. So I finally got that stuff thrown away, and I'm looking at my yard. I'm like, why is my yard all chunked up? Why is there chunks everywhere? Oh, okay, because there's a cat. Many cats in the neighborhood decide to come into my yard and dig up my yard and take a shit all through my backyard. Why is that? Why is my yard the one that's chosen? So not only do I have a roof that freaking has a hole in it, I have a freaking yard that's like dug up by a bunch of freaking rabid cats that are freaking shitting everywhere.
Do you boys remember icing? No, not the hockey rule. The Smirnoff
I was about to
Ice.
say the Smirnoff when you ice somebody and they find it and you got to drink it.
Oh, yes. The drinking game, an internet meme that gained prominence in 2010, in which one person conceals a bottle of Smirnoff Ice in a place in which another person will find it. Once found, they are immediately required to kneel and drink. Participants were encouraged to come up with elaborate ways to present the Smirnoff Ice to their targets by hiding bottles in inconspicuous locations or in situations where drinking it would be dangerous or embarrassing. There was some doubt over whether this was an organic phenomenon or a marketing stunt by Smirnoff, which the company has denied. Their advertising executive said, beyond the implicit slur on the beverage's taste, I doubt any alcoholic beverage company would want to be associated with a drinking game that stretches the boundaries of good taste and common sense. The viral spread of the game did produce a boost in sales for the company. Smirnoff insists that the game is consumer generated and has reminded the public to drink responsibly. I was 100% a player on both sides of icing. What
That's
about you
awesome.
guys?
Definitely not. Must have been a little after my time.
Do you know of this or not at
No,
all?
I didn't know. I'm
What?
embarrassed to say that I don't know.
You
How
don't?
do you not know?
Listen, if you
Well,
said
you
you
know
didn't
what? Never
participate,
mind. I did know.
Duh.
I was about to say, I was about to say, do you want me to give you the wrestling reference for it? This happened in wrestling on TNA wrestling. They would
Hmm.
ice Ric Flair all the time on TNA, or Rick would try to ice the group that he was in.
Yeah,
Fortune.
I don't recognize Ric Flair's TNA existence.
Oh,
Ah,
I didn't know,
I
guys.
don't
I
know.
really
Yeah.
didn't. That's good, Matt.
I mean, if you didn't know, no, I mean, if you didn't play, no problem. But the fact that you didn't know this was a thing, that's shocking to me.
Might have been that time in my life that just when the kids were little kind of thing, and
Yeah,
there's just nothing else going on for me. It was
yeah.
just the bottles and diapers, you know.
It was 15 years ago. In
Yeah,
and
so
out. In
five
and
and
out.
three and three. Yeah,
Fried egg.
great. I love it. I do love it though. I want to play now if that's okay.
Yeah. I'll send you one in the mail. That's how I'll ice you.
So it's supposed to be dirty, but this is a common thing is that if you have sex, the next day you're in a really great mood. I'm never in a great mood the next day after having sex. I'm usually up too late. I'm very tired. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it at the time, but the next day I'm not whistling in the neighborhood and skipping down the road. What is that?
I don't know if it's controversial, but you're probably on the way wrong end of the percentages there.
Are you really that happy the next day? I'm pretty happy that night, but the next day is probably I probably stayed
I
up
feel
too
like
late at
I feel
night.
like it's that night you're happy, but the
Yeah.
next day,
It's always been shown in the movies that everybody's skipping and whistling and having a great day and
Yeah.
everybody knows the guy had sex.
That's
Yeah,
usually a first time hookup, though. Let's
yeah,
also call that there.
I'm usually
Maybe
exhausted.
maybe you should try it doing it earlier in the day.
I have, but then it's the same day. So what's the difference with the next day? Anyway, um, you guys ever have a walking taco?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what it is, if you don't know, Matt, it's like a Dorito bag, and then you have all the fixings, and you put it in. What an absolute pain in the ass that is. I'm freaking walking around this party with a spoon, a fork, or whatever you want to use, with the smallest Dorito bag ever, trying to eat this thing, trying to have a conversation. What an absolute pain in the ass. Whose idea was this?
The,
Terrible.
the thumbs down.
Yeah, big thumbs down on that. So recently there was an Everybody Loves Raymond reunion.
Reunion.
I think that was tremendously underpromoted because I didn't know much about it.
It was, and it was like two parts.
Yeah, because it this is crazy to me. Like I like saw it and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was on. And I watched things. So I just wanted to say that I felt it was tremendously underpromoted. And I love that show, by the way. Now I'm gonna probably watch this reunion. I just thought like,
Funny
hey, what?
show.
Yeah, very good. Um, when I was in grade school, I would take my lunch to school sometimes. Sometimes you brought your lunch. And I had like a couple sandwiches in a lunchbox. That lunchbox didn't go into a refrigerator. It just sat. And I didn't have one of those little ice packs in there. That was before ice pack. That lunch, that cheese and everything, ham, sat in that lunchbox for a good 5 hours, maybe from the time it was made in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. That's disgusting. What were we thinking? I can't believe we'd all just sit and die of food poisoning. Here we go. This is really going to make me look bad. So, a big movie when I was in college was Titanic came out. And I liked the movie so much that when it wasn't a DVD, it was a double VHS tape came out at Walmart. It came out at midnight and I went and bought it at midnight.
Wow.
Wow.
What a
Wow.
complete tool bag.
No.
Who does that? Like I waited in line outside the store for them to open it. Get a life.
Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
Yes.
No.
Never?
Well, I mean, I've had a cigarette, but
Okay.
like, you
I
made
was
it sound
buying
like, do I
packs of
smoke?
cigarettes.
You made it sound like, am I buying packs of cigarettes?
Were you
No.
ever a smoker?
No.
Yeah. I was a smoker. I bought packs of cigarettes when I was 12.
Yeah.
What? How
Yeah.
can you do that?
You say they're for your parents in the freaking early 90s and you get away with it.
Oof.
This is true. Yeah.
I smoked when I was much, much, much younger. It's been a while.
Younger than 12. Huh, that's something.
No, I'm
I
younger
got you.
younger
Just a
than you.
joke.
Okay. Have you ever done the wave?
Yeah, absolutely. I did the wave
Yeah, of
recently.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
You
also
have to
done,
do it at least once.
I've also done the wave recently. Yeah. When was the last time you had Jägermeister?
It's probably been about a year and a half, maybe a
Mm.
year. I did it. I mean, it was like a joke, but we did it.
God, it's been at least probably 5 years, if not a little long. Those Vegas bombs when they or what I don't know if it's Vegas bomb, but yeah, the Jaeger Red Bull.
Yeah,
Just
Jaeger bombs.
yeah, Jaeger bombs. Thank you. I don't know. I said Vegas. Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You do two of those, and you don't want to drink anymore because you're just sick to your stomach.
Yeah,
So,
no, Jaeger bombs was the thing. Again, this
oh
was a
yeah,
while ago. But yeah, yeah. All right. Do you know anybody named Wendy?
Absolutely. I
I
know
know,
a
I know
couple
two.
Wendy's.
I
Yeah,
know
I know a
two Wendy's.
yeah.
couple Wendy's.
I know two Wendy's.
That's like, what the hell's that?
How many do you know,
I know at least two. I might know more than that.
Brian?
I know one, and I actually just talked to her Friday.
All right. Okay. Um, ballpark it. What's your current gas price?
Right now I'm driving an electric car,
Oh,
and
okay.
Oh,
nah, 347, I'd say.
What? Ours is like 280 something.
Maybe
yeah,
I'm
Brian?
wrong.
uh, we're
I might
I
be wrong.
just gassed up. I paid 265.
That's good. Good for you.
Yeah, I don't think I know.
CVS Pharmacy. What does CVS stand for?
I definitely don't know that.
Do you guys have those?
Yeah, that's where I get my
Cashiers
stuff
versus
at.
salesman.
Con Consumer Value Store.
I
Wow.
like mine better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Um,
pharmacy.
do you guys know the musician Billy Strings? You heard of him?
No.
No.
So he is a up and coming. I shouldn't say up and coming. He was a really fast rising star. He's a guitar player, um, sort of folky style music, and also pretty popular in the jam band scene. But he can play arenas, which is more than I shouldn't have said up and coming. He's very popular. Anyways, last weekend. He left the stage for his encore break and was going to come back out for another song or two. But apparently, he's also an avid skateboarder. And he attempted a trick backstage and fell and broke his leg. So he was not able to come back out and play the remaining songs for the encore, unfortunately. And he's going to take some time off. But before he decided to take some time off, Dave Grohl texted him and said, "Hey, do you want to borrow my throne?" Do you remember when this happened? And it was 2015 now, a long time ago. Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters, fell off the stage in the start of a show, and after they a couple of days went by, he wanted to finish their tour. So in his medically induced stupor when he was in the hospital, he drew up this throne that he ended up sitting in and for the rest of that tour, and it became a little bit of an iconic thing. And then Axl Rose ended up using it because he got hurt, and it made sense. So Dave Grohl offered this guy Billy Strings to use the throne, which I thought was pretty neat. I like that. And while I was researching it, I found out that two other people have actually used the throne in the course of the last decade. Not nearly as well known people as the people I've mentioned so far. Apparently, one guy from like some metal band like stopped an attacker with a gun at a show a while back and got shot in the leg, and he saved everybody. And Dave Grohl was like, "Yeah, you should probably use the throne while you're recovering from your gunshot wound in your leg." So, anyways, a lot of little pieces of the story there, but I really like that whole thing. Like
Yeah.
the throne lives on. You know.
Yeah, that's good. Very good. Brian, what do you have to say? You
I
look like you want to say something.
I don't. I just want to know why like I get the throne. Like I remember Dave Grohl using it when he broke his leg, but at the same time I'm like, how are you getting like? Are you just like? Is this like a constant Venmo thing? Or is like, hey, you call over here, I'll get you a throne. No, you call this guy, and then I got a throne guy now. You just pass it on, and we'll just pass it on through the whole music industry now. Like seems
It's slip up. So several years ago, I brought my son snow tubing after a snowfall for the very first time. As we've discussed, he's currently 8. So this was probably like 26 years ago when this happened, when he was like 2 or 3. It was literally his first time out, like in the snow, and we had like a big ass inflatable slick one of those, right? Like a looks like it belongs in a pool, but it's built for the snow. Whew! I am so lucky. We I sat him on there and I sat behind him and held him. We go down our first trip sledding down the snowy hill. We got so much speed. I realized 30% of the way in that this was going to end poorly. We made it to the end of the hill, went launching into the street, active roadway.
Hmm.
Thank God there were no cars. We crashed in the street and he hit his head and he was crying hysterically.
As he should.
I was absolutely terrified. I mean, this is my son, a very little kid, and you know, we got home. He had like like a slice on the top of his head that was kind of bleeding. I don't even know how that happened. I mean, it turned out to be not so serious, but I must have put that out of my head because I only thought of this like a couple days ago because like when the last time it snowed here recently, and I was like, "Oh my God." I I think I what do they call that when like you have a traumatic experience and then you wipe it out of your head because you don't want to think about it again, like
Yeah.
subconsciously?
Yeah.
What a terror. I mean, I felt like the worst dad ever. Whew.
You know,
Hmm.
that's scary.
Scary. I mean, if there was a car coming, we would have got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you triggered me on this. When I moved into this house, my daughter was very little, 7 months, and she was in like one of those things where you move around the saucer. And
Yeah.
she was in a bedroom, and I was in there, and there was these closet doors for some reason they weren't on. They weren't on. Like, you know what I mean? They were like they slide, but they weren't connected. And the fucking thing fell, and it landed right on her, I thought. And it didn't. It missed her by this much. It like hit
No, no.
something else and missed her by this much. I will never forget that. This is Kendall. She was one, like 7 months
Yeah.
old. I'll never forget that. She would have been done.
Yeah.
And, that scared me to like or I was
Brad, I have a car and it's almost 20 years old now. It's fine. I don't it's like our secondary car, so we don't use it a lot. It's in fine shape. But I noticed last year that the upholstery was getting a little worn out because it's just like fabric.
yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I could just probably buy some like slip-on car seat covers, prolong the life and everything. Nothing fancy here." So I ordered some online, and they've been doing a great job. And there were some people in my car the other day, and somebody accidentally spilled some soda. And I didn't really care. Didn't really think too much of it. In fact, I said, "Oh, well, I've got a cover for just such an occasion." Huh? Not that funny.
Yeah, it is. Just the way you like to see you saying that, or at least thinking it.
No, I didn't even say because I really they were like getting out of the car and I didn't think anything of it. I think maybe I just thought it was water or condensation from like a soda cup or something. I don't know. But now it's a few days later and I'm like, oh, it's still there. So I'm like, oh, they're probably washable. So I take it off. I read the tag and it says wash with. I had to read this several times before I understood what they were talking about. It said wash with wetsuit shampoo.
What?
What is that? What?
And then and 40 seconds later I realized, oh, like a wetsuit, like a scuba suit? Like there's special soap or shampoo for like the scuba gear because it's made out of, you know what a wetsuit's made out of. It's like that neoprene or I don't know. This thing apparently is made out of that substance. Wetsuit shampoo. Yeah.
Well, how would you know what that is?
Well, let me go grab some of that right off my shelf that I have, right?
That's
We all have
absurd.
that. We all have that lying around. So I did not do that. What I did was ask ChatGPT what I could do instead, and I used a little bit of baby shampoo and some cold water, and it probably improved the situation by like 50%. But, the only way to completely fix it is going to be to get a new seat cover,
This
which you're
is
probably not going to do.
Probably.
all this is telling me you have a lot of time on your hands from the beginning to end of this whole story.
So, can I ask a question here? As
Yeah.
someone who likes to argue with his wife on something that Brad just brought up here, you call it Advil. I like to, as I was younger, I was growing up. We always just said, "Hey, go grab the aspirin."
Yeah,
And
spring's fine.
but my
What?
wife yells at me because she goes, "No, it's ibuprofen. It's
Yeah.
Tylenol. It's this."
Yeah,
And I just say, "I'm gonna go grab aspirin."
those are
Do
all
you
different things.
Tylenol and aspirin are two different things, but Advil is aspirin and Advil are the same
False.
drug,
That
right?
is not true.
Ibuprofen is aspirin, is it not?
Aspirin is its own thing. Ibuprofen, Advil is ibuprofen. Acetaminophen is Tylenol. Um,
see? It sounds like I'm talking to my wife right now here because this
Aleve,
is exactly what she screams at me all the
Aleve
time
is
when I'm like,
Aleve is naproxen.
see, I just always have from when I was a little child to now, I go, hey, I'm gonna go grab aspirin. And now I'm getting yelled at because, well, what are you grabbing? You gotta grab the right thing. Like
Yeah,
I don't
you
care.
do.
I'm gonna call it all aspirin and just
You
know
have
what
to,
I'm grabbing.
but it's not all aspirin. In fact, most of it is probably not aspirin these days. I would say Advil is probably the most common, pain relief medicine. What do you think, Brad? What's the most common?
It just depends because I'm not supposed to take ibuprofen because of my blood pressure. So
Mm,
aspirin is or Tylenol is the safe alternative. Now, however, ibuprofen works better than Tylenol.
yeah,
So
it
if I
does.
really have a headache, I'll do it occasionally, but it's not too often.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I see you looking it up.
Well, because I was confused if aspirin now I'm second guessing myself. Is aspirin a brand or the type
See,
of
because
drug?
that's to
I'm
me,
confused. Now I
because to me,
forgot.
that's how I've been doing it. Aspirin is the brand that I need for the headache. So I'm just gonna go grab aspirin. I don't care
No,
what the bottle says. It's
wrong.
aspirin, all aspirin
Aspirin
to
is
me.
No, what you mean is headache pain relief. That's your generic term. You're
yeah,
using aspirin to mean that.
I mean it for any like my knee hurts, I'm taking aspirin.
Yeah.
My back hurts, I'm taking aspirin.
If I have physical pain, I'll take Aleve. If I have a headache, I'll take ibuprofen, Advil.
To me, it makes no difference. I'm still saying aspirin the whole time.
yeah. I'm not
To
real
know
happy.
there's a difference, to have my wife yell at me over me, because like to me, I'll group all of it as aspirin. To now
Okay.
hear even Brad be like, it's a leave. He's
Hey,
doing a
hey,
leave. Okay. I don't know.
What about
Okay.
Midol? That's a big one, huh?
yeah, I don't think we take that.
Yeah.
I was behind a car at the light, and in Pennsylvania, you have a registration in the rear window windshield, and it basically is 3 months of that's how long you have until your registration comes in mail. Excuse me. The registration comes long before that, by the way, but you get the 3 months just in case something goes wrong. Well, this one in particular said 10/29/2024. Okay. Take the damn thing out of your window. The registration has been up for a year and a month. You're that lazy. You're that lazy that you just can't take this little piece of paper out of the window. That's expired. You're long expired. Your registration is coming to mail. Just walk around your car and pull it out. But that's not the biggest problem with this car. I don't know how you guys feel about bumper stickers, but myself, I am not a fan. So I'm going to tell you what this, where the hell is it? But this bumper sticker says dead pedophiles can't reoffend. This is the message you want to send? This is what you want everybody to read on the back of your car? Listen, I mean I get it. I get what you're saying, but is that's what you have on your car for all of us to read at the light? I don't want to meet you. I don't want to meet you. First off, you're lazy and you have strong opinions, which is a dangerous combination.
It's the same person.
Same person.
Yeah.
Jackass. Complete
Wow.
jackass.
As the youngest member of the eggs here, I have realized that I have turned into the most old man here, as my Christmas list contains a bunch of books. Now, I know that's foreign to Matt, but I have just been asking for books, which at the same time, I'm like, why? But it's on things that I like. Naturally, it's wrestling mostly. Gorilla Monsoon has a new, Brian Solomon wrote a book about Gorilla Monsoon,
Hmm.
which I'm very interested in. And then the book that I am hoping to get for Christmas, really hoping for. Michael J. Fox wrote a book about his career, but mostly about his time filming Back to the Future. And as we've discussed,
Oh,
very big fan of Back to the Future. So he talks about how he got the job, the controversy with Eric Stoltz.
Hmm.
All that stuff is in depth in this book. Very hopeful to get that. That's my one. Those were my two items I gave to Sue as, do you want to buy me something? You can buy me these books.
I
Yeah,
have
very
comments.
good. Mhm.
Um, I keep getting emails from AEW about their like anniversary book or something. Do you already have that, or you want that, or you don't want that?
I
Curious.
mean, if I, it's okay.
Yeah,
If I get it, great. If not,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay.
Right. So I did not know this Michael J. Fox book existed.
Hmm.
Now I would like to request this for Christmas if it's not too late. If it didn't shit on that concept, I'm gonna go tell my wife
Yeah,
that's what I want for Christmas.
yeah, yeah. And it's written by him about Back to the Future, his
Yeah,
time, everything
Pro-
with it. And I think that's just fantastic.
yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. So
Probably not like handwritten by him though, right?
Not like McFoley, no.
no, probably not. I'm gonna go with the no on that too.
I
Ooh,
knew what you meant. That was bad.
Yeah.
ooh.
All
Hey,
right.
who doesn't love the guy?
So I think I'm going to ask for that now as well. That will be, and I think I also want to read the Natty Neidhart book.
That another one that wouldn't be bad either.
I
Yeah.
would like to read the Natty Neidhart book too.
And I want to circle back to another sunny side up, Matt, because I finished reading Jurassic Park and I've been looking to purchase on Kindle The Lost World, but it's been $7.99 and I'm not ready to pull the trigger on the $7.99 Kindle book. Okay.
Yeah.
So
No.
as of an hour ago, I've had it in my like I hearted it on Amazon and it
Mhm.
was $1.99. Click, one click. I own
Boom.
it.
Nailed
Six
it.
bucks in my pocket. That'll buy me 1/6 of a Surfside the next time I'm seeing a concert. Good freaking times.
This is great.
Hell yes.
Can I just have a shot's worth of that, please?
Yes. Just here's a little cup. Just pour it in there for me, please. Thank you.
Would like to buy my friend one. No, no, no. You pay for your own. Yeah, that's what happens.
Like I said, we found some fun clips. Thought you guys would enjoy it. Hope you guys did. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing the blast from the past on some of those early episodes jumped in there. So, but on that note, we thank you guys for joining us. It was fun taking a trip down memory lane, and I can guarantee you this: Brad and Matt will be back next week, and we will give you a fun show and do what we always do: banter, have fun, and hopefully make you laugh here and there. So, the egg timer's been set, and we will see you next week.